Do 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 do. Maybe. Maybe this thing is on. Maybe it's not. Been a while. Needed to test this out. Make sure it was on. Does it still work? Man, it's very quiet in here without music. I almost always have music playing in here. Okay, I have the notification. Good to go. It is working. We're live. Okay, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Of course, it has been a while. I think my last stream was the launch of 3.28 for Path of Exile 1. And since then, a lot has happened. But before we get into that, just as I always say, make sure look at timestamps below. We're going to go through quite a few things in this stream today back on the main channel. So if you want to skip around to various topics, you can in the description. And if you're watching this as a VOD, I always encourage you to leave a comment. I read all the comments on my live streams as opposed to all of my videos and tweets and all the like now. I find live stream comments usually have a lot more thought put into them. Anyways, we are live. What are we doing here today? So, unfortunately, we are quite a ways away from Path of Exile hype season, everybody. Indeed, we're very, very far away. In fact, today, I can say it was on accident, and it was. Today is 100 days of 0.4 in Path of Exile 2. By the way, chat was not working. I just got chat set up properly. So if you were chatting, sorry about that. I did not see your chats. I just got it working for reals now. Okay. What's up, Vladis? What's going on, my man? You have screwed me already. I'm going to have to pay that forward because I don't have water right now. But I will hydrate. I will hydrate good soon enough. So, what completely screwed, dude. So, what has been going on? Okay, well, the past several weeks, I've been playing Path of Exile 1. I actually degened Path of Exile 1 one of the weekend days when my fam was all sick, and I got like 26 challenges in a day, in a play session. I played the game last 2 weeks, 34 hours total, got 36 challenges, and I had a couple realizations here, okay? Yeah, what's going on? What's going on, Chuckles? Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Vladis. Hey, the Plat Voed. Hey, Ghostman. Writing your games, they said they were doing this, so why am I surprised? And everyone is saying this is the greatest league of all time. This is such an amazing league. Mirage is phenomenal. I'm just having a blast. A lot of people in the Discord are saying that, lots of people in the comments, and I had fun too for the beginning. And then at around 20 challenges, I was like, man, I'm bored. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I said, I'm bored, but I want to get the armor set. The challenges are super easy. I'm just going to put pedal to the metal, and I'm going to get the challenges. But essentially, what happened was I got powerful so fast, and I kind of looked in retrospect. I'm like, man, I get powerful so fast in all my characters, and I think I have changed as a gamer. Wow. Admitting change. I know, big. I've changed as a gamer, and I don't know if I enjoy that as much anymore. I think a lot has changed for me personally in the past 5 months or so, and that's one of the things that has changed quite a bit. So I stopped having fun, and I pieced out of Path of Exile 1, and my brother, the entire time I'm playing Path of Exile 1, we're sitting in Discord, and he's playing Path of Exile 2, and he is just having a blast. He's explaining all of his character builds that he's making up. He's snaking himself. He's even making an application, like a web application, because he's a software engineer. Software engineer. He's making a web application for 0.5. Dude's really enjoying it. We're chatting about it. We're playing some co-op together. And he's kind of reinvigorated my excitement for PoE2 way sooner than it should be, because yes, in the chat, Somebody's saying it's been way too long since the last update. And yeah, it's going to be about half a year between updates. Half a year between 0.4 and 0.5. It's not going to be quite 6 months, but it's going to be about 5 months. And that really is unfortunate because a lot of people want to pop back into the game, and due to the seasonal nature of the game, people have bounced. People have peaced out. They're not playing anymore. The season's not nearly as active, even though there's probably a decently active player base, more than many games in existence right now, just playing across console, Steam, standalone. Like, I think there's 20K on Steam daily, and my brother's selling stuff. He's still trading. It's all good. So yeah, half a year is a bit long. Now, it's great that they have the whole, PoE1, PoE2 thing going on, but here's the other thing that I think contributed to me not having nearly as much fun in PoE1 as I thought I would. PoE1 and PoE2 are getting so similar, and I'm sitting here being like, what happened? Where did it go wrong? Why are these games becoming copies of each other when grinding your games are like, we need to split these games out because they are going to be nothing alike, and we don't want to destroy Path of Exile 1 to fit Path of Exile 2's vision in it. And they are doing that exact thing to Path of Exile 2, and I think it really all happened in 0.1 and 0.2. Now, I know I'm rambling here, guys. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. So, I decided, all right, you know what? Everybody always tells me, oh, you're a Souls enjoyer. You like meaningful combat. You don't like a ton of gear and all that. You like just the actual gameplay. But you don't play Elden Ring. You've never played Dark Souls. You've never played No Rest for the Wicked. And yes, this is true. Did not like No Rest for the Wicked. I tried it multiple times. I've never played Elden Ring, Dark Souls, I sat down a couple days ago and played No Rest for the Wicked, but every time before this attempt, I used controller, and I'm not a controller gamer. I'm a PC gamer, right? But everybody's like, oh, it's better on controller. You want to use controller. So I kept using controller. However, this time I used WASD. Guys, the game feels so much better. I love No Rest for the Wicked now. I am playing through it. I am blind. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm getting my butt kicked, but I am enjoying it massively. So, what does this all have to do with each other? Well, I don't know. I'm kind of at an impasse here because I got a lot of people in the community, our community, that are kind of like, what, you're shifting a lot of your views, dude. And I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm shifting a lot of my views, and I'm really, really anxious to see what 0.5 holds. I know that we've said this about every Path of Exile 2 update, but this one in particular, I think where they're revamping the end game, possibly doing some other stuff, will really reveal, I think, now that the teams are split, okay? Jonathan Rogers, I don't think, has any involvement in Path of Exile 1 anymore. That's really what it sounds like. It sounds like there is a hard split. So now my brain's like, okay, the teams are split. They are making Path of Exile 1 the ultimate ARPG, zoomer, loot boomer, grind, not even grind, just, click screen, kill monsters, get lots of loot, repeat. The ultimate fantasy for that. That's what Mirage is, guys. If you like juicing, you will love Mirage. Me, not as a juicer? Wow. My maps were so packed with monsters, my 4090 was dying. I couldn't see anything on my screen until I clicked one button and then everything exploded. Okay? They are leaning into that for Path of Exile 1. Are they going to do the same for Path of Exile 2? I really hope not, and I'm going to piss a lot of people off because I'm going to use whatever influence I have to kind of, even though I'll play, kind of speak out against if that's the direction of Path of Exile 2. If it is literally going to be a carbon copy of Path of Exile 1, it's just going to take a few years to get there. Why would they have made Path of Exile 2? And why do they keep going in that direction? Let's hope they don't. That's the skinny. Okay, I'll look at the chat now. What's going on, guys? Oh, hey, GG Greenlink, what's happening? When are we getting Nest for PoE2? I have no idea what that means. Scald, hey, I know, you haven't seen me in a while. I have not been streaming a lot. Lots been going on in my real life, and I don't think I have anything to add to the Path of Exile 1 conversation anymore. I've always took the hard line, guys. If I am not enjoying myself, if I feel like there's nothing for me to say, really, then I'm not gonna stream it. I'm not gonna make videos on it. I was really enjoying it the first couple days, and then just... So why stream that? Why stream that? There's so many other streamers that you can watch that are enjoying the game, having a blast, and you should watch them. You shouldn't watch me not really being entertaining. That's what a stream is all about. So that's why I haven't been live playing Path of Exile 1. Stopped playing over a month ago, waiting to launch at this point. Yeah, I've seen that sentiment quite a bit, and we're going to go over a poll that I did earlier today that has a couple thousand votes in which people are talking about what they're most excited for, and that sentiment I see a lot. Lots of people are just waiting for 1.0, which probably is going to happen at the end of this year. All classes, probably not, but I think at ExileCon, they're going to announce 1.0, and it's going to be this year. I have not played Conan Exiles, although I believe I have watched a Josh Strife Hayes video of it. Hey, Ghostman, unfortunately I went back to D4 for a little bit, and honestly it was a breath of fresh air to not die by mobs before endgame and question what happened. Yeah, so my dad did the same thing, Ghostman 128. I haven't spoken to him about his Diablo 4 experience yet, but the general vibe I'm getting is that Diablo 4 has improved quite a bit, especially in the past 3 or 4 seasons, and it's just supposedly going to get better with the expansion. Now, we might have some disagreement over the difficulty of mobs before endgame, because I feel like the difficulty has kind of been ripped from Path of Exile 2, especially if you've played through the game or through the campaign once, twice, 3 times. Am I becoming a Souls game creator, Andrew fan? Hey, what's going on, Andrew? No, I don't think so. No, because I've only played No Rest for the Wicked. I've never played any of the other ones, really. I think I'll give them a go again, but I don't think I'm going to use controller. Maybe it's just because I didn't grow up using controller because I was always a PC gamer. Maybe the reason that I'm sucking at these Souls games and having a terrible time is because I'm using a controller. I'm forcing that on me when I've always used mouse and keyboard, WASD or whatever. That might be ruining my vibes with Elden Ring and Bloodborne and all those. Hey, Alex Albert, what's happening, man? I'm glad you see how No Rest really, how good it really is. I hope you can go back and retry Elden Ring or even Lies of P, Peak Games. That is going to be the plan. I actually have 4 days of solo, I was going to say dadding, but no, my family's gone. It's just me next week. We're going to visit some family. I still have to work. So I'm wondering, do I continue my No Rest for the Wicked playthrough? Do I finally play Baldur's Gate 3? Do I attempt Elden Ring? Okay, because of course I'm going to hit the gym every night, but then I'll also have like 4 or 5 hours of free time that I usually would be spending with my 2 kids and wife. Gonna be interesting. Hey, Emmy, the fam is great, growing. You know, we're doing a lot of stuff together. We recently in October, we started attending church, and now our kids are involved in a couple groups there, and we're involved in a group. So like, I'm busy after work couple nights a week now, and we go to church on Sundays. So like, we added something to our already really busy schedule. Of course, I've been going to the gym 3-4 days a week too. So juggling this all, I gotta strictly regiment it. You know, I've always talked about when making Path of Exile 2 content, how I handled all that is because I really scheduled everything out. Well, I need to get even better at that, especially as we're approaching peak hype season for the next update. Because even though we're kicking it off tonight with some discussion about the next patch, well, we're not really into the thick of it, which, by the way, I'm also on a podcast on Thursday. I'll be on the Path to Exile podcast with Kaltarak, Misu Shiru, and Dead Rabbit to talk about PoE2, PoE1, Diablo 2. Because also, guys, this also happened, but it was before PoE1. I played through Diablo 2 for the first time ever. Very fun game. Anyways, Sorry, news for PoE2. We're going to review some stuff that came out that I did not cover on the channel regarding endgame updates and the reconfirmation of endgame updates. I just, many other people made videos for it, and I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna make the video for it. I don't think it's enough yet. So we're just gonna chat about that. Neversink did a post. I have this video that I have been linked by I think 15 people linked me this video and asked me to watch it. And I was like, I'll react to that on stream. And I never reacted to it on stream, but the title is powerful. And we're gonna take a look at it. We're gonna take a look, and I'm gonna give my take on it. It popped off. So better to play, as in Diablo 4 feels better to play compared to how it used to play. My biggest problem, Ghost, with Diablo 4 was like the animations. The animations felt like really weird to me. I was also playing Druid a lot. So if those have improved, especially, I think the Paladin looks very, very well made. I really might give that a go when the new expansion hits. But the problem is, I think Diablo 4 and Path of Exile 2's updates are going to hit around the same time. End of April for possible release feels like they're going endgame overall, new class, and act. Yeah, GVI. It's not going to release end of April. I think it's going to release first week of May, second week of May, maybe even later. I think early May is basically confirmed. They're going to talk. They said they were going to discuss their plans about 0.5 at the end of April or late April. So I think it's going to hit in May at some point. And that wording is actually pretty ominous. I swear if there's a delay, I mean, let them cook. Let them cook. I've now subscribed. I'm not gonna let all my happiness be attached to a video game, even though maybe that'll make me less excitable here on stream and in videos, but I will be sad if they delay it past May. I really will be. It's one of the games that brings my friend group together now. Not only do, we get to make videos, do live streams, chat with a bunch of creators, but my personal friends and family all play this game now, and they've all kind of petered off except for my brother. Now they're all playing other games, and we're not sitting in Discord laughing together or yapping about it or sending messages. So I'm not only looking forward to, making videos and doing interviews, but I'm also looking forward for all my friends getting back together and playing the game. Ooh, everyone seems to be playing and streaming Crimson Desert right now. That is the latest trend, indeed. I've seen lots of mixed feelings about that game. It sounds like it's quite, I was going to say cobbled together in terms of how you play the game, but the content is immense. So I don't know, any Crimson Desert enjoyers in here? I have not touched it. I've not touched it at all. I've never played Dragon's Dogma before. What's another? Kingdoms Come Deliverance. Haven't played that. Do you think we're going to get a new class in 0.5? Yes. If we don't get a new class, I do think that'll be a misstep. I think so. That's actually a great segue into the poll I did today, guys. Yo, Gardisto, thanks for the 25 months in a row, dude. Holy crap, man. Oh my. Okay. Let's look at this poll that I did, guys. I did this poll earlier today. And I'm kind of upset at the results. Oh, I'm on my second channel account, so I can actually vote in the poll. So I asked all you guys, what would you be most excited to get in Path of Exile 2's next major content update, which should hit in early May? I'm kicking off the hype cycle. Sorry, not sorry. See you. Endgame overhaul, Swords and the Duelist, Act 5 and Act 6, Flails, and the Templar. Okay? What do you guys think the split is here between Endgame, Swords, Act 5, Act 6, Flails, and the Templar? And we also have 66 comments on this poll, which is kind of wild. Because it surprised me. Now, if I had my way, if I could only choose for one of these things to hit, honestly, it might surprise you. It would be Swords and the Duelist for me. Okay? 58% of people, Endgame overhaul. 20% Swords and the Duelist. 10% Act 5 and Act 6. Flails and the Templars, 11%. I was shocked with these results, honestly. Maybe this is the new me talking. Maybe this is the new me. Maybe this is the 2 weeks Path of Exile 1 player talking. But I think that the classes are more exciting and more important than the endgame. I'd argue Act 5 and Act 6 are more important than the endgame. Flails and Templar are more important than the endgame overhaul. I don't know. I know that this is confirmed to be coming. That was also something. This is coming. So many people want to play a ton of the endgame and really grind into it, right? I really love that. And I think how you do it is even more important. Like the classes available, the skills available, what's viable, the feel of all the classes. I really want more proper melee in Path of Exile 2. As a melee enjoyer, I try to play it as much as possible. Man, do I want swords and the duelist in the game. And speaking on that, Neversink today, he sensed that I was going to talk about some Path of Exile 2 stuff. So Neversink tweeted, and he said that he thinks that it's unlikely we're going to get swords. I think this is the guy who makes the loot filters, by the way. He's the best. I love this guy. He's one of my favorite people to talk to about Path of Exile. I think PoE2 may receive swords axes as the last 2 weapon classes. Very unlikely in 0.5. How could he? How dare he? Getting simple melee right is really hard in ARPGs. Adding them last gives GGG time to learn, iterate. I expect to see Templar flails next. Many new holy skills in PoE1 recently. Sus. Oh, Neversink. Right in the heart, man. Right in the heart. Oh. Clean copper clappers. 1.0 before 2033? Of course. Man, you PoE1 vets blast so skillfully. I'm still only at 12 challenges. I just blasted through those 36 challenges, bro. They were so easy. They were easy, man. I only bought 3 Ubers and what was the other thing I bought? I bought one of what did I buy? Oh, crap. I bought 2 of the challenges. Oh, Doriani's Machinarium. Stupid map in Path of Exile 1. All I know is that the mouse and keyboard support is bad for Crimson Desert. Okay. Yeah, no Crimson Desert enjoyers that I see in the chat here. Didn't they already confirm swords are next? That's what I also said, bro. Bro, I was like, okay. But Neversink. I would agree that, they want to get it right. But the developers themselves said that swords will be next and that it's a crime. It's criminal that there are no swords in PoE2. So I do think swords, they gotta be next, right? They gotta be next. Hey, Out of Mana, what's happening, man? Endgame overhaul is #1 for you. You're greedy, you want map and class skills. Well, they're gonna overhaul the endgame. Most definitely. Like, they've confirmed this. That was some of the news. That it was from a Mark Roberts PoE2 Endgame overhaul. It was like some interview. Yeah, right here. Here, this was the news that I didn't cover about Path of Exile 2, by the way, guys. We'll pump it in right here. So this is from Mark Roberts, who, okay, so like the new team structure is like Octavian and Andrew lead Path of Exile 1, and Mark kind of looks at everything, but I think he's more in PoE2 now, where he's shifting more there. And then Jonathan, we actually have only heard from Jonathan at the very beginning of the PoE1 video. Ever since like December, we haven't heard from Jonathan. I assume Jonathan is all in on PoE2. He's like, we got to get it out. He's all in, no attention split, which I think is good. Maybe we'll get that OG vision back. Anyway, Mark said this in an interview about PoE1. He dropped some PoE2 knowledge. So, quote, given the team were willing to objectively reassess the endgame content for Path of Exile like this, I decided to ask what they thought of feedback on the endgame loot for Path of Exile 2 as well. The long and short of it was that many fans felt there was a lack of direction, true, on what to do after you'd beaten the game's campaign. And I was curious if they were planning to ride the momentum of tweaking one game's endgame straight into tweaking another. Now, this journalist did not do their research. Just saying. While he obviously wouldn't go into details, Mark explained that the team was aware that Path of Exile 2 was lacking in endgame goals, especially compared to the goal-rich environment Path of Exile was currently in. Quote within the quote, "We have an immense amount of in-game changes to make to the in-game in PoE2. I think that means endgame. I'd say it's a little bit different. Like there are just kind of obvious objective problems with the PoE2 endgame. And that's because we were like obviously prioritizing the campaign, a lot of stuff like that. And then the endgame, we kind of were putting it together, but it wasn't getting enough of our development's priority," Mark says. And so I don't like this. Spoiler, here we go. I'm gonna pop off. And so, yes, we do have a large amount of changes that are planned to upgrade the endgame. We've identified a lot of the problems. We're working toward it. I just can't speak as to what it is, obviously, because you're going to have to wait for the PoE2 version of this in order to get that. He continues. Definitely an AI translation. Definitely. It is interesting. I think campaigning classes are above endgame, honestly, guys. But GGG disagrees, and I think a lot of you disagree too. And I think that's going to be the bulk of 0.5. Although if they don't add another class, I think it's going to be bad. They definitely have to add another class, and I hope it's melee based. Oh, will I play the new Last Epoch season? I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to play. No, I hope you guys all enjoy it. I actually had someone leave an amazing comment. I think they're here in chat right now. I think it was Out of Mana. On my second channel, I've been posting some videos. And he kind of outlined why I don't like Last Epoch better than I ever could myself. Let's see. I always like being diagnosed by people. Sorry about that. I like being diagnosed by people and them being right. Ah, here it is. Look. This is a good comment. This is a good comment, guys. I love these type of comments. Okay? Out of Mana says on my video where I talk about playing No Rest for the Wicked and enjoying it. He says that makes sense. From your past videos on PoE2 and similar games, it sounds like what you really enjoy in games is a lot of character and combat interaction and reactivity. It is likely your self-professed lack of experience playing a variety of games and genres that leads you to make carte blanche dismissal of adjacent games, even if they offer the interaction and reactivity you are actually seeking in games. True! Very true. No Rest for the Wicked is right in line with that, whereas something like Last Epoch is probably never going to satisfy you at all, because all Last Epoch has for its systems is oh my gosh. Butchering this, because all LE has for it is systems design. You have to inherently be excited for +2 int equals 100D times 10% void damage in LE versus swinging a sword and overcoming a gameplay challenge. No Rest is definitely more the latter. So true. Which is why it's so... I fell in love. I don't know. I went from Dota 2 to Path of Exile. All those years ago when I first started playing Path of Exile 1, I was a huge Dota 2 player. Crazy into Dota 2. You know, top 1%, you know, the 99th percentile. And then I went to Path of Exile. I don't think I was ever obsessed about the numbers, but the game really did and still does speak to me. But maybe it's my old age, guys. I'm 28. I have 2 kids now. Okay? 2 kids. Maybe my like, I don't know, my taste is shifting. I know, I just called out a lot of you guys saying I'm old. I'm joking. I don't think people are old until they're like in their, I'd say 60 plus is then old. Is that fair? Is that fair? Okay. All right. I'd love to see some kind of longer form endgame like what the preludes were. Mapping gets tedious quickly. I also would love to see something like that riposte. Something very different than PoE1. I don't want the games to be too similar. I don't think they should make the same game over again. And yeah, I just don't agree with that. Campaign is the best part of the game. It is. And I really, I've been reflecting. I think the most fun, even though I didn't play it, you know, as much as I played 0.3 or 0.4 because I got hooked on the end game. I think the most fun I had in PoE2, don't kill me, 0.1 campaign, and yes, 0.2 campaign. Hey, 0.1 campaign clears it all. I think that was the most fun I had in the game. And I don't think it was only due to the mystery therein. I vividly remember just playing through it, yes, blind, but there also being far more challenges that I had to overcome in 0.1 in the campaign and the slow buildup of my character's power, as opposed to, in my opinion, the very quick buildup of power that you see now, mostly in items. I really think that, yes, items should be super important to growing your character. And, you know, they should be important to growing your character, but more should be placed into the passives, the choices that you make on your passive tree, the ascendancy that you make, your skill gems, all that. Because I think that's easier to balance because it's deterministic, right? You can balance the difficulty of the game if you put more power into the deterministic aspects of the game as opposed to the random parts of the game, because it's very hard to balance the game, like the bosses in Act 1, for example. If someone gets a rare weapon that they can use one of their skills with, and they can just kill bosses in a couple seconds then, and they don't see any mechanics and anything, and I know a lot of you might like that, but I don't. Somebody was talking about, man, I feel like they need a PoE2 Ruthless already. Oh, please, no. See, and somebody said that I would like Path of Exile 1 Ruthless. I wouldn't. Maybe the item scarcity, but it goes too far. Support gems are drop only. They change ascendancies. They change the league mechanics. They do all these other changes too. Like if it was only the items that were toned down, I might actually enjoy that. You're totally bang on, because I really like Diablo 2. And it's not about it being the first time of me playing Diablo 2. I think that's something that a lot of people said. Oh, it's just the first time you're playing the greatest ARPG ever. Of course you really liked it more than your current experience in PoE1. No. It was the way that the example I was using was specifically how items dropped on the ground, and the way you interacted with items. Okay. I'm not 50. I'm 28. I'm 28. I'm not 29. I'm not 29. I am old as dust. I know, Ghostman. I know. They cooked with the preludes. I love the preludes. Preludes are great in PoE2. I'm going to be sad when they go away. Maybe that will change now that they have completely different teams. That's why I'm like, I was mulling that over in my head. I'm like, should I make a video on that? Should I be like, oh my God? But then I don't want to set. See, I think sometimes people take my word as gospel when it comes to like what I say and the opinions that I espouse out there. And it's not. I'm just a dude who plays the game. So it's like they have completely separate teams from PoE1 and PoE2 now. Could they really be taking PoE2 in a different direction? Could they be going back toward that original vision? Or are we going to see in 0.5 it just collide with, you know, Path of Exile 1 systems and more loot explosions and faster and faster and faster gameplay, right? Because that is what a lot of vocal people love to see. A lot of people love that sort of gameplay. I get the point, but it sounds much less exciting. Balanced approach in solo ARPG might be the way, in my opinion. Chris has even admitted movement skill. No movement skills was a mistake in Ruthless. Yeah, it doesn't have like movement skills. They added dash though, right? Yeah, twink characters, very different story. People think that about Ruthless without getting a feel for how it is different. You have to play Ruthless for a bit to acclimate. See, and here... Hey, Crydans, what's happening, man? It's been a while, dude. I mean, I haven't streamed, so that's my fault. What level am I at Diablo 2? I think... Okay, I beat normal. Okay, guys. I beat normal in Diablo 2. I think I'm level 37. Is that over leveled? I can't tell. I don't know if that's too high level in Diablo 2 or if that's too low level, but I was level 36 when I beat WoW. What did I miss? What news? Just the race. We were talking about the endgame stuff, the endgame overhaul, the possibility of the PoE2 and PoE1 teams being being split now, so the games could move in different directions. They could diverge instead of converging, and how I think that's a really good thing. What? 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 Are you guys laughing at me? What do you? Don't laugh at me beating normal, guys. Okay. All right, guys. It took me like 9 hours to beat normal. First time playing Diablo. Okay, everybody's laughing at me, but I'm honest. I'm just gonna be honest. It took me about 9 hours to beat normal. I only looked up a few things. Okay, I went through myself. I didn't know how to like hotkey flasks to my belt, so I was like opening my inventory and dragging flasks, and you know, I'm bad at the game. I've never played it before, really. So it did take me a while. I know I have to beat Nightmare. I have to beat Hell to be a real Diablo 2 gamer. But at least I have the experience. Hey, Zal, what's happening, bro? How you doing? Everybody's laughing at me. Okay, one sec. My cat needs out. You want Blight? Oh, no Blight. You never beat Diablo 2. This D2 playthrough sounds painful. It was rough, bro. And I played a Warlock, and I played single player. Yes, I did it blind. I did it mostly blind. I looked up, if the spider lair and the arachnid nest, I think Act 3, you're supposed to find a brain, and there's a place called the spider lair, and in the quest text it says like arachnid nest, and I thought maybe there was, and I kept clearing the spider lair looking for this like body part, and I was like, okay, this has to be the place. They just didn't match up the quest text with the map name. They just never fixed it. They're kind of synonymous with each other. And I cleared this area multiple times looking for the body part. And I was like, okay. I guess I'm just going to look this up because this is ridiculous. And I found out that no, the spider lair and the arachnid nest or whatever are different areas. So I looked that up. What else did I look up? Oh, I looked up if Charcian Bew is one-time use across all difficulties. And I believe the answer is yes. So I saved it, because you can use it on higher level items. And that was it. Everything else was blind. The hardest boss fight in the game was what, guys? What do you think was the hardest fight in the game for me? I died 3 times. And I died twice at the same place. Come on. It's got to be the first. Come on. We got to know. We know. Boom. Urand is right. The first response in chat. Duriel. Holy crap. I didn't get stuck on Duriel. I didn't get stuck. I just walked in and he rushed me and I tried to move away and he slowed me. I couldn't move away. So I died twice to Duriel. Now, funny story about the other time that I died. Yeah, I'm bad at these games, Adamana. I should have streamed it, I know. But I didn't. I just played in Discord and like talked to my brother. The first time that I died, this is pretty funny. Maggot Lair. So I died at Maggot Lair and twice at Duriel. And those are the 3 times I died during my normal playthrough. So in the Maggot Lair, I die and I respawn and I have no gear. And I'm like, what? Did I select hardcore? What is going on? Why do I have no items? This is ridiculous. Why is this not a bigger thing? Talked about in the Diablo 2 community. I didn't know you lose your items when you die. I'm like freaking out. And I fight my way. I like take stuff from my stash and I re-equip all this crap, get a whole bunch of flash, and I go back to the Maglair and there's my body. And obviously you can recover your body. But I don't know what happens if you die without recovering your body. You lose all your items? That is amazing and so punishing. Having to fight your way to your corpse, man, they ripped off Dark Souls. Wait, but in Dark Souls, don't you just lose like souls? Like XP? I lost all my items. Yeah, Act 3 it was painful. It was painful. You can lose all of them? Wow. See, I didn't do that. I did not die to Blood Raven. Come on, guys. Come on. Yeah. So, what else? We looked at the endgame stuff. We looked at the Neversink. We looked at the poll. Okay. All right. Yeah. Diablo 2 was great. I'll go back and probably do Nightmare and Hell in between, you know, as we wait for Path of Exile 2. No more PoE1 dude. Drake Pancake. I just don't feel like I have anything to contribute to the PoE1 discussion, and I'm not excited or entertaining when I play it. I'm kind of like zombie-like when I play PoE1. Just gonna be honest. Like, I don't even want to like show. I followed a build guide this time around. I was marginally stronger than I usually am. But it's literally just I played Bleed, Gladiator, Bone Shatter. I'm immortal. I cannot die to anything, literally. And I had poop gear, absolute poop gear. Can't die to anything. And Bleed is ridiculous. I just slap something and everything pops because the explosions from from Gladiator Ascendancy. It's just like I'm not smart when it comes to farming or finding interesting interactions. So I'm not a Palstron with farming strategies and builds. I'm not a Jung when it comes to builds. I'm not, you know, a Zizarin when it comes to playing hardcore and being extra. I can't do that with PoE1. I can't. I feel like I can't. I do. I really like enjoying. I enjoyed Path of Exile 2, and I enjoyed Path of Exile 1 in the past, but like at this point, like I don't think I can stream it. That's it. So no more PoE1 streams. I don't want to like, you know, I don't even think I'll stream next League start. I think I'll just, you know, chill, maybe play myself, maybe skip out. We'll see. Do you think there is a negative to not starting on League start? I tend to consider myself a hardcore gamer, but I am a more of take my time and enjoy things person. If you are a take your time and enjoy things person, there's no negative to not starting on League start. The reason you want to start on League Start, there's a few things, okay? Okay, let's talk about one thing. But the biggest thing with starting on League Start has nothing to do with the game itself, in my opinion. It's the communal feeling. It's just an exciting time to experience the game. Everybody's going in blind. You're going in with hundreds of thousands of other players, and you're seeing all this new stuff for the first time. And you're starting from level 1 with everybody else, and you're going through the acts all together, and you see everybody zooming through towns, and global chat is popping off, and Discord is bustling, and people are posting on the forum. I think that's the biggest pro to starting on League Start. Now, if you're talking about pure gameplay, if you're just a chill player, nah, there's no negative to not starting on League Start. But if you're hardcore, starting on League Start, you're doing that because you want to race to the end game faster than everybody else, secure the market before everybody else, sell some, you know, nice items to people who are getting into end game, look for any of the abusive strategies that you can find to farm more currency than everybody else, all that stuff. Basically take hold of the market. That's the, you know, that's why a lot of people like rushing on League Start. But I barely touched the game on League Start. It's all Discord and streams, right? You thought PoE2 was going to be my game? No Rest for the Wicked is taking that place now. Pow, pow, pow. I really enjoy it. And you know what? The story is actually amazing. And the cinematics in No Rest for the Wicked, I didn't think there were going to be any more past the tutorial. I thought it was just going to be the opening ship scene. And, oh, her name's escaping me. I'll learn it eventually. The daughter of the commander of the city on the mast and everything. I thought that was going to be the only one. And then you get to Sakura. Boom, there's a freaking 10-minute cinematic. And it's great. I'm like invested. I'm in it. So, yeah, I'm very impressed. Hey, Young Wadak, by the way. What's going on, bro? I watched half of your video on Warlock. You changed your mind. You changed your mind, dude. I remember you being like, oh, shaking your fist at the sun, man, about people playing the Warlock. Looks like you may have changed your mind. I haven't finished the video yet, so I don't have the conclusion, but I watched the first 15. Anyway, yeah, No Rest for the Wicked. I'm actually shocked. It's great. It's very entertaining, and they have a compendium feature, which I thought was really cool. Where they're like, yeah, if you want to replay a cinematic, you can just go to the compendium. If you want to ever see like quest text again, compendium, it's all there. Love that. If you're just trying to play PoE 1 Elk and Go, there isn't a lot there. Exactly, and that's me. That's me out of mana. So, but the armor set is sick. Like, I really like the armor set. I'm just gonna show it off here. Let's look at this sick armor set, you guys. Yo, Zao, thanks for the 18 months, man. Appreciate it, dude. A year and a half. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh. Let's see. Watch the stream crash. Loading into PoE2. Look at this set in PoE2, guys. That's not it. Do I not have it? Not equipped to one of my characters? Did I equip the Elder set instead? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Sold it.
All right, let's see. What is it called, guys? It's the Orb set? Look how sick this set looks. And GGG actually went all out. They have three... Shit. They have 3 customization levels. I actually don't like the golden one. I like... There you go. So you get the druid hair. Watch this. And then you go... I like the downgraded one because I don't like flashy stuff. Here, I'll go to the character select. Look at that set. Come on. Come on. I'm a cosmetics guy. I mean, that's pretty cool. Would I say that it was worth 35 hours? I don't know. I was sick one of those days. My family wasn't here, and I played 12 hours that day. So, you know, what else was I going to do? Lay on the couch and watch something, some comedy? I don't know. That's super cool. No Rest for the Wicked. It stands for No Rest for the Wicked. It's another ARPG that I thought I hated, but I actually love. At least so far. Oh gosh. Well, we should be able to replace Anj with the Jin, right? I think so, at least. Looks Burger King. Okay, what's with the Burger King stuff? Come on. Cutting down trees and No Rest for the Wicked is more fun than PoE2 for me now. I haven't even interacted with the resource system, dude. I haven't even touched that. Okay. All right. Okay, there was another Path of Exile 2 related thing that I wanted to do today, guys. So, it's that video that I was talking about earlier. No, you're not. Drake Pancake, what? I'm jealous of the Chinese bear MTX because they have the exclusive panda skin? Are you lying? You're lying, right? There's no way China has the panda skin. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No. No. That's sad if true. Okay. I don't think it makes you look like the Burger King. Okay. I mean, maybe you're a little right. You're a little right. All right. So, one of my fellow content creators put out a video that popped off about a month ago. And he actually asked me to watch it. I said that I would on stream, and I never did. So we're going to watch it today on stream. I have not watched this video. He has the same mic as me. His name is Scorpius. He's a Path of Exile 2 content creator. I think he's doing some Path of Exile 1 stuff too this league. Playing it for the first time, maybe. He made a video that popped off, 59,000 views, called Why Players Are Quitting PoE2 So Fast. Now, I read this, and I feel like the video is not... I read this, and I think, well, people are quitting PoE2 so fast because it's a seasonal game. They play it a lot for 2 weeks. They bounce. They come back for the next league. There's a bunch of performance issues. A lot of people are waiting for 1.0. They've tried the game. They'll come back for 1.0, and hopefully not only the performance issues are fixed, but the game is also in a better state and everything. But based on the messages that I've read about this video, I don't think that's what the video says. So I'm going to watch it here on stream. We're going to do a little bit of a react. That's it. So I'm going to see what he says. I'll pause. I'll give my opinions on it. Feel free to leave yours too in the comments or in stream chat, guys. I will adjust the volume to make sure it's not crazy. And we'll go. All right. It's not fun. Okay. Well, that could be a reason, pow pow. That could be a reason. All right. Let's do it. You like his Lich build? Yeah, he's put out a lot of like good guides for PoE2. Okay, here we go.
We can all agree that Path of Exile 2 is in a much better state now than it ever was in Point 1, Point 2, and even Point 3. Each league has brought something meaningful to the game. Point 1 was
Except combat. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Sorry, I'm sorry.
a foundation, early access, core systems, and honestly one of the strongest league launches we've ever had for a new ARPG. Point 2 introduced new mechanics and a new class, and while it didn't hit the same hype as Point 1, it clearly helped GOG learn from their mistakes and see what worked and what didn't. Then Point 3 landed, which was a huge step forward and a massive league launch. And with Point 4, despite the lack of endgame changes they promised between the Temple and the Druid, we probably have the best build diversity PoE2 has ever seen. Now, with almost 3,000 hours played in PoE2 so far, I want
Holy crap, dude. All right, yeah, I'm a casual, guys. I think I have 300 hours. That's crazy. That's the craziest thing I've seen in the video so far.
to make this video to share my concern, my feedback, and what I personally believe is the biggest problem the game currently has. More importantly, I want this to start a discussion. You don't have to agree with me, you just need to be open to different perspectives because everyone plays this game differently. And I generally love to read your thoughts in the comments down below. So, in my personal opinion, the biggest problem PoE2 has right now is player retention.
I totally disagree, brother. No. Okay. Ooh, no, that is not the direction I thought the video was going to go. I think the biggest problem Path of Exile 2 has right now is performance and optimization. I think that is the biggest problem it has as an actual game. The next biggest problem is lack of basically classes and player options in the game. I don't think it's player retention, and Writing Your Games has said they don't give a crap about player retention, especially now. So let's see what he says here, because their entire, we have to remember, guys, their model. Okay, there is a video by Chris Wilson at GDC 2018 called "Designing Path of Exile to be Played Forever," and their entire design philosophy is burning players out and getting them to come back every 3 or 4 months. So I don't, okay, unless like, okay, so I don't know, maybe he's going to go with exactly what I'm saying. Maybe he's going to be like, all right, there's a player retention problem because there's performance issues, because there's a lack of visual clarity, because it's very similar to Path of Exile 1 and people are bouncing between the games and getting burnt out faster. Maybe that's the direction it goes, but I initially disagree with you, Scorpius. Let's see where you go.
4-month league cycles and still not enough long-term depth or content, most players hit a wall after about 3 to 5 weeks. Not because the league is bad, but because there simply isn't enough to keep them engaged yet. At that point, players start looking elsewhere. Some switch to hardcore, some join
I think that's fine. I think it's the design of the game.
private leagues for a reset, many just move on to another game or quit altogether. And the reason I think this is such a serious issue is because it's not actually easily fixed. Of course, we can sit all day and speak about other in-game issues like patch problems, balance issues, bug fixes, and of course some core mechanics and...
Oh, brother, no, I totally disagree with you, my man. Oh, Scorpius, I totally disagree. Uh-oh, antagonistic react? I don't think it's an issue at all. Holy crap. Here we go, Scorp.
Content that is missing or needs fixing. For example, Wisps feel slow, underwhelming, and often pointless. They likely need a full reevaluation, maybe even removal and reintroduction later on.
Okay.
Rogue Exiles are another case. There's so much great design work there, but most of the times they barely exist unless you heavily
Okay,
do.
I agree.
Endgame progression still needs major work, repetitive maps, towers feeling useless, league mechanics overshadowing mapping, low difficulty ceiling.
Okay, I'm agreeing with a lot of the stuff here. I disagree with this. Not that. Where is it? He was saying league mechanics overshadowing maps. Totally should in some scenarios. I love that. I want league mechanics to overshadow maps in some ways. I think everything should fulfill different niches. I think that's one of the really cool things about PoE2, and I hope that design stays. I really do. I hope with Temple stays, Temple becomes the go-to place for corruption and editing your items past their, past them being corrupted or whatever. And just like Abyss is the go-to place for that, deterministic final crafting set of stuff like that. I really like that. Anyway.
Overwhelming loot, insignificant biomes, non-existent citadels, the list goes on. And then we have things like item rarity issues, server problems, long-standing boss bugs like the Titan Groton since 0.1, strong box bugs since 0.2, poor UI or UX decisions like the temple layout, no colorblind options, lack of hybrid control support, and many more. But here's the thing, none of these issues are my main concern.
I do not know where this... I don't know where you're going, brother. Okay.
That's what early access is for. Those problems will eventually get fixed.
Agree.
And oftentimes, they'll simply get fixed by a single patch or a new league update.
Yeah.
We're still waiting on new classes, new weapons, new...
Oh, God, I hate this so much. Please remove this from PoE2. Oh, God.
Ascendancies, new trials, acts, new mechanics, and all of that simply takes time. And honestly, GG has done an amazing job so far. If you look at the progress since 0.1, we've already gotten new crafting systems, a new act, multiple classes and ascendancies, new endgame mechanics, mini mechanics like Rogue Exiles and Wisps, even though they're not that great, tons of quality of life changes, better balance, and better performance. Real, measurable progress. So,
okay, I think we agree. I'm very confused where this is going to go because we agree those are all problems. They'll get fixed, and that'll make players play the game more and for longer. I'm very. This is a 16-minute video. Here we go. Yeah, the UI UX isn't going to get better. What's going on, Hungstuck, bro?
I'm not really worried about what hasn't arrived yet. Swords are gonna come, new trials are gonna come, new acts will come, and we'll play them, and then move on to the next shiny thing. Early access or full release doesn't matter much to me, because sometimes PoE2 already feels like a finished game, and we're barely scratching the surface of its true potential. So let's go back to the retention problem. To understand why retention breaks down the way that it does, I think we need to look at the different types of players PoE2 has right now. I'm going to split this into 5 broad categories. And just to be clear, none of these categories are bad. Every group is important, and every group keeps the game healthy in their own different way. First category, we have the min-maxers. No matter what GOG releases, good, bad, broken, balanced, these players will play the absolute life out of the league. They're the players racing to be first to level 100, first mirror tier drop, first to crack the best farming method, first to dominate the market. And because they have insane hours and knowledge in the game, they're usually also the first ones to find endgame exploits, discover busted crafting interactions, or optimize farming routes that most players won't even notice until 2 weeks later. These guys are in the minority of players, but they shape the league economy early and heavily. Second category, we have the...
Okay, and this is all going to tie back to retention. Okay.
Hardcore folks. They absolutely care about new classes and mechanics, but their relationship with the game is totally different. They don't usually chase currency or try to keep up with the economy at all. So when inflation happens or when an exploit spikes the market, it doesn't really affect them. Their goal is simply to stay alive, push as far as possible, craft their own gear, and eventually beat the hardest content they can without dying. This group is also a minority, but they're incredibly consistent. They'll play league after league because the mode itself creates a challenge and replayability.
Minority? I think that's most of the players. They care about new content, check. They don't chase currency or keep up with the economy, check. Inflation doesn't. I think that's most players, honestly. I think that's most players. And I don't know. Like, the only retention issues that have really happened with PoE2 so far, in my opinion, had to do with the temple at the beginning of Fate of the Vow. I think that's when retention is a problem. Honestly. That, and that, we're not talking about PoE1 in this video, but like that's when retention is a problem. When you see like that huge drop off and it was like due to the temple and what was going on, I think that is something that you can take from retention, but I'm very curious to see the overall argument here. Hardcore is Giga. Well, I don't think he's talking about hardcore the game mode. But Ronnie, I think he's calling this like a segment of the player base. I don't think. Yeah, that player base is highest in softcore. But I don't think he's calling these like hardcore player. He is? Oh, I'm an idiot. Don't pay any mind to me. I'm just yapping. Okay. Oops. I thought he meant. He's playing about hardcore mode. Definitely a minority. Okay. All right. No, you guys are right. Okay.
They'll play league after league because the mode itself creates a challenge and replayability. Third, we have new players and super casuals. And after a year of PoE2, I actually think this group is smaller than people assume. I'm talking about super casuals here. These players either have very limited time each week or are still learning the game and systems. They usually rely heavily on guides, and it can take them most of the league to just reach a comfortable endgame state, if that. Most of them don't have the time, knowledge, or consistency to interact properly with the economy. They might barely see divines at all, and they aren't crafting their own gear because they simply don't know how to. So when they see someone sitting on 1,000 divines or a simple item that they need priced at tens or hundreds of divines, it's demotivating. It makes them feel like they're permanently behind, even if they're playing normally. Category 4.
He's talking about me. Oh my god. But I've seen divines. Okay, this is a little hyperbolic, but this is I don't rely on guides. No, this isn't me. This isn't me. I don't rely on guides. But like kind of is talking to me here. Let's see what he says for the fourth category. Okay.
Them feel majority of players, and it's a wide range. This includes semi-casual players who still put in solid hours every week, all the way up to people who work from home and can play double or triple that time. It also
what? Remote work play. Do you guys actually play video games while working remote? There's no way. There's no way. No, you freaking. Oh, you dirty people, you dirty people. Oh. Okay. I have taken a lunch break before I'm played. So, I mean, but I don't like double or triple the hours remote work players. I've never heard that term before, but it's a great. Okay, we got a lot of yeses in the chat. Super casuals don't do 36 challenges in PoE1 there. In PoE2, you will be back to a top 1% player. You are 100% right, dude. I'm the guy that Scorpius, I think, is talking about because I freaking played PoE1 for 2 weeks. No, I played for 13 days and I was done. 35 hours and done. I don't know if I'll do that with PoE2 because I like the gameplay of PoE2, but if it keeps going in the PoE1 direction, that will be me. Okay, but I really think before we go to the everyone else, I think number 3 is the biggest category so far, by far. I think he said this is much smaller than we think. I wonder if he'll say why. Okay, everyone else.
Permanently behind, even if they're playing normally. Category 4 is the majority of players, and it's a wide range. This includes semi-casual players who still put in solid hours every week, all the way up to people who work from home and can play double or triple that time. It also includes a lot of streamers, content creators, and players who've played consistently since point 1. These guys usually keep up with patch notes, watch multiple streamers, are plugged into YouTube Shorts, TikTok PoE2 clips constantly, understand meta shifts quickly, and have enough knowledge to craft, adapt builds, or copy a build and tweak it for themselves. Even if
this is too wide a category. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, that's very general.
they're not all elite players, they're fully engaged players. This is also the category with the most FOMO. They constantly look for best meta builds, best farming techs, best divine per hour, constant comparison of currency and progress, and because of that, this category gets hit hardest by economy shifts, sudden exploitations, and any league that feels solved too early. Which means that they are also the first ones to jump into new private leagues, chase resets, and burn out when there's nothing left to chase. But here's the important part about this category. These guys are also a major source of feedback. They demand the most from GG, but they also often provide the most accurate, practical feedback because they interact with the game at scale. And the fifth category is everyone in the other four groups who also plays PoE1. This group is not the minority, and they're definitely not the majority, and they're extremely important for retention. Some of them main PoE2 and play PoE1 when they get bored. Some of them are PoE1 veterans who treat PoE2 as a side game, and some of them genuinely balance both games depending on which league is active.
Okay, that's a good look at that. Look at that. This is PoE2 in 2 years, guys. Path of Exile 1.5. Oh no.
Content creators fall into this category too. Sometimes for enjoyment, sometimes for monetization, sometimes both. And the big impact this category has is very simple. Even if PoE2's league is amazing, these players are still likely to leave when a new PoE1 league drops or PoE1 event starts. So their mindset becomes finish PoE2 league as fast as possible before PoE1 starts. That overlap matters a lot because it naturally shortens PoE2's active population even when PoE2 itself is doing really well. So yeah, I
think a lot of the players, you talked about this earlier, but most people, the retention problem that he points out, I don't think it's a big problem, but his problem, it's like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and most people have moved on. I think because it's the way the game is designed. PoE1 leagues come out 2 months after, 2.5 months after. I think it's going to be every 2 months from now on. I don't think it actually is that big of a problem. And I don't think PoE1 players contribute much to the retention problem for PoE. Yeah, I think what Scorpius is going to is, I think you're right. That's Loco. I think that's exactly what Scorpius is going to talk about here. Dude talks as though you're supposed to play PoE2 as your only game for 3 to 4 months at a time. I think that's what he's going to kind of pitch here. He's going to kind of say, okay, it needs consistent player numbers. Never going to happen for an ARPG. This is not an MMORPG where you're paying a subscription fee and there are holiday events and there's like raids that you do weekly. There aren't dailies that you do. This isn't a competitive game like Deadlock or Dota 2 where you're constantly grinding for MMR. This is a game that is mostly solo with a market in which you can set up your own goals. There's no dailies, weeklies, monthlies, whatever. You just play the game for the game until you're done, and then you move on. You play it for your own enjoyment. It's very different than a lot of the other games that people really hyperfixate retention on. Like, people aren't hyperfixating on Clair Obscure Expedition 33's retention, or Baldur's Gate's retention, or Elden Ring's retention. I don't think this is fair to PoE2, PoE1, Last Epoch, Diablo 4. I don't think the retention problem there. I think it's kind of in that category of game where I don't think retention is a huge problem. It's cool to analyze, and I do it too in my videos all the time. I'm like, ooh, interesting. Look at this peak. Look at the player peak, and look at people who are playing. But I don't think it's I don't think it's like a big problem. I think another big thing is, especially with PoE, people know there will be another league in a couple months. So if they aren't enjoying themselves, will they bounce? They know they can come out. Maybe they'll like the next update in a couple months. They'll take a break, play some other games. I'm falling much more into the, play for, set amount of time. When I stop having fun, I stop having fun. I play other games, whatever. I don't feel like I need to keep playing. It's interesting. This video boils down to not enough to do, if I remember correctly. I think that's where it's going. So I'm wondering if it's going to be kind of like an MMORPG sort of thing. I like that I can play for a few weeks to a month and move on. I love that as well. One of the biggest reasons I don't play Guild Wars 2 anymore, guys, is because the dailies and weekly, or not, they don't have weeklies. It's dailies for the Wizard's Vault, and the Wizard's Vault, like the seasonal passes and stuff, like, and the raid resets weekly where you get rewards if you do it. I'm like, I'm too old for that. I'm too old. I have too many responsibilities to be like, I have to be on this day, this time, this week to do it, So I think retention is not a problem at all for GGG. They have said this much, Joe Polito. They make the most money on League Start for them. Okay, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm gonna pull this up just really fast. I'm gonna finish watching this video. It's called GDC Designing PoE1 to be Played Forever. One of the best video games talks ever. I'm not gonna watch it right here, right now. This is one of the best talks ever. And in it, Chris Wilson just outlines exactly why they do what they do. They make the most money at League Start, the most excitement at League Start. People don't want to play for 3 to 4 months at a time from one league to the next. They want to take a break. They want to make I don't think he says this, but he basically says they want people to quit so that they're ready to come back. My wife's, she's my wife now. My wife's parents, when we were dating, when we were 12, 13, 14 years old, they always used to say, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And that's honestly, that's how I'm feeling right now. Like, I haven't played PoE2 since early February. And it's been about 2 months. I'm getting the itch. I really want to play again. I want to dive into speculating about 0.5 and talk about what might be coming and my plans for that and who I'm going to interview and all that sort of stuff, right? So, okay. All right. Hung step, bro. You don't know what that means? Absent makes the heart grow fonder. Like, if you don't see each other, my girlfriend and I, when we were younger, right? We wanted to see each other every single day. We wanted to talk to each other on the phone every single day. And her parents were like, you guys need to chill out. All right. If you're like apart, if you're not always with each other, you'll love each other more. Well, we are married now. I don't think they were right though. Okay. Here we go. Back to it. Maybe.
Definitely fall into multiple categories depending on the league and the mood, and I'm sure you do too. My main concern with player retention really starts once you understand these categories of players. Probably I could have split category 4 a little bit better, but it doesn't matter for the point. When you have a game that is still incomplete and therefore lacks long-term in-game content, burnout becomes inevitable. And when you then add economy inflation on top of that, combined with the behavior of category 4 and category 5 players, you end up with leagues that realistically have a lifespan of about a month. There's a very good reason why Second Wind broke records, even though it launched only 3 weeks after the main league start. Yes, the official motivation behind Second Wind was economy inflation, but I genuinely believe that the majority of players who joined were already done with the league itself. They wanted a reset, they wanted to start fresh, they wanted to have fun again, ideally with a somewhat healthier economy. And that worked. For about 2 weeks. Here's the important part about Second Wind. If you're in category 4 or 5, you already know this. The economy was inflated, but it wasn't nearly as bad as people made it out to be. A divine sitting at 250 or 300 exalts was actually the most stable we've seen it so far, especially compared to point 2 and point 3, where divines were worth thousands of exalts within the first month of the league. Even after the temple nerfs, people were still printing divines.
Okay, Scorpius is right on this, I think, okay? I don't think the inflation was as bad. Don't get me. Don't pitchfork. As bad as a lot of people thought, including me. Okay. I think it kind of stabilized. Like, of course, divines, unless you were doing temple, you're never going to get divines. You couldn't farm for divines. You had to farm for other things. But as long as you realize that, economy was actually fine, and you could earn divines to then buy other items by doing content that wasn't the temple. So you could farm abyss omens, you could literally do ritual, you could do expedition, you could do all this sort of stuff. But everybody liked to hyperfixate on, I'm not getting divines from maps. This is bad. Okay? So, right, it was stable because you had to pick between doing the temple, divines, and, you know, exceptional bases and all that, and T0 uniques, or mapping and doing, you know, hyperfixating on a league mechanic, right? And honestly, guys, in Second Wind, we also saw, you know, inflation. I don't think it was inflation. It was more so like scarcity. Like there was just a lot less stuff available, and the divine printer was still completely active. But he kind of got, he said primary motivation for Second Wind was the inflation. Kind of right. We also wanted to like make a really tight-knit community, like a really chill community of a couple thousand players. And then more and more and more and more people wanted to join. So it kind of blew up out of our control. Like we didn't expect that to happen at all. So exactly, Bloodlord. Funny thing is, everyone was focused on temples for divines, where I was doing ritual, making tons of divines. 100%. My brother was doing just abyss, printing stuff, right? Also, the problem is that normal exalts are so useless after the campaign. Yep. Second Wind also had a new league start, and people love league start dopamine. Yes, they do. It was really fun. It was great. I got 2 characters to mid-90s this league. Like, I had a blast. I also love the druid. Anyway, I think he is right on this point. W Scorpius.
And I'm not talking about already established temples, I'm talking about new ones. All you had to do was farm lower level maps, gather the crystals, and follow the same temple techs. Sure, it took more effort than the early Halton tech, but catching up was absolutely possible. And if you didn't want to play the temple at all, then you had multiple options. You can run the abyssal tech and print divines that way, farm rituals for omens as they were massively overpriced, do logbook farming, or even farm emotions and catalysts, which were insanely overpriced too.
Well, they weren't overpriced. It's just that people weren't doing them because everybody was hyperfixated on doing the temple for divines, so that there was a gap in the market.
Up to the economy was not easy, but it was definitely doable.
Oh my god.
Second Wind simply gave players the option to wipe the slate clean. And what happened? People rushed the temple again. They printed divines again, items became overpriced again, and the economy actually ended up worse because of the lower volume of items entering the market. Don't get me wrong though, league starts are insanely fun, and I had an absolute blast in Second Wind myself. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because everything we just talked about directly affects player retention. After a month and a half...
Okay, I need the big... Oh, shoot! I need that big moment. He's right. He's right there. What's the player retention problem? Okay, what is it?
Naturally burn out, not because they hate the game, but because there's nothing new to chase. Everything planned for a league is front loaded. Launch day hits, we get a new mechanic, maybe a big system overhaul, balance changes, quality of life updates, sometimes even a new class or ascendancy. For the first 2 weeks, GG's active, patches roll out, feedback is addressed, and then silence for 3 to 3.5 months. Some players get tired, feel behind, or feel affected by the economy, so they join a new private league, which also harms the main league's economy. They repeat the same content, and after 2 weeks, they either quit again or move to hardcore SSF or something completely different. Then
That's fine.
PoE1 gets announced, a league or an event, and suddenly Category 1, the min-maxers, Category 4, the majority of players, and Category 5, the PoE1 veterans, all leave for completely different reasons. Even though I'd personally love it, I don't think reducing the league cycles to 3 months is the solution here, at least not for now. Economy inflation is not the problem.
Even though I want the PoE2 patch now, I also don't think they should do 3-month patches if they're going to be juggling both games. But I feel like he's going to say that they need to intersperse content throughout. And if he says that, I totally disagree. Please don't do that.
as it will always happen. Exploits are not the problem, as they are pretty common in games like these. The 4-month cycle is not the problem at the moment, as it's needed for GOG to test and prepare, and PoE1 is not the problem either, as it's the core game that everything is based on, and it's only getting better. With thousands of players, you cannot just shut down a working and a profitable game. Trying to cut off or fix any of those 4 is not going to help at all. The real issue is how engaging PoE2 is throughout the full 4 months, how diverse the content actually feels, how active GOG is with PoE2 during that time, and how often we get new or reworked content to test. And yes.
Okay, during early access? All right, here. I would love more activity from GGG, like talking to the community. Totally right. But they don't need to add new content. I would love to see like little tweaks, bug fixes and stuff, and maybe, you know, a couple adjustments during early access. And I would love, of course, the content to feel diverse. Of course, I agree with that. But where's it going?
To test. And yes, with time, we will get there. But I don't believe that 0.5, 0.6, or even 1.0 will magically solve the problem with retention. PoE1 has existed for over a decade, and it still relies on mid-league events to keep players engaged. A simple solution would be introducing new content, features, changes, or improvements during the months between the leagues. Nothing game-breaking, nothing overwhelming. Just something meaningful enough to keep players excited month to month. This would be amazing for my channel. Amazing content. I don't think that's a good idea. I think front loading it is the right idea. And this video that I talked about before, guys, they used to do this with Path of Exile 1. They used to do a ton of tiny patches and people did not return. Retention kept getting worse and worse and worse. I don't know where the actual graph is. I think this is it. Like they used to have like far more often content schedules. This is it right here. And the peaks would just get lower and lower and lower. And Chris explains that they've come to this model of having content every 3 months. The consistency is key. And that grows the player base. And that increases the retention. And that just makes the game better and better and better. The big thing is consistency. I think, if anything, what GGG just needs to do, they have this new plan, they have these 2 teams, they need to be consistent, and that would be the best thing they can do for both games and for all of us. It's not more patches, it's not anything like that, it's not making more frequent. I think it is just being consistent. Which honestly, they're not even like being consistent. Like it's going to be almost half a year from 0.4 to 0.5. But once they get the consistency down, just being consistent is so important. I think that's what it is. It doesn't increase retention, it just grows player base, which is important. Okay, you are right. You are right. It grows the player base, which then increases the number of players who are like retained, so that like the game remains alive longer for those who play. You're right. So okay, so he linked me this video, asked me to watch it, and I did exactly what I did when I first saw the title here. I was like, hey, have you watched this talk from Chris? He's like, no, I haven't. I was like, you should watch the talk from Chris, bro. I think he watched it after I linked it to him. Okay. If this became a habit, especially during early access, players would naturally stick around longer. Private leagues might delay their launches, and overall
deep. Okay, and I'm gonna according to the data, this isn't true either. Remember what happened when they were doing changes in 0.1, which I was a fan of, and these were like, you know, fixes, nerfs to stuff. Caused players to riot. So I don't even know if that's true. Only additions, you know, I don't think so. But definitely like just changes, they can cause people to bounce.
Engagement would improve. Here's a rough example. Based on recent interviews and comments from the devs, we already know that 0.5 will be massive. Endgame mapping changes, Atlas tree changes.
Is Scorpius misspelling endgame on purpose? So there are a bunch of comments that say, hey, you misspelled endgame. But yeah, 0.5 is going to be giga for endgame. Yeah, they've reiterated this multiple times.
Map changes, a new mechanic, tablets and waystones likely affected, changes to citadels, pinnacle bosses, quality of life improvements, and a ton of balance updates. That alone makes it a game-changing league. Now, imagine that 1 month after the launch of 0.5, we get 2 new ascendancies, or the trial.
No. No, I don't think that'd be a good idea. I'm sorry, I'll let you finish.
Or any feature significant enough to get people excited again. If GOG finishes a major feature early, they could choose not to launch it immediately and instead spread it across the 4-month cycle. Another option is smaller focus.
No, I like the consistency of the big chunky update. And knowing, here I'm gonna, razor focus in, I'm gonna set aside time to play my favorite game, I'm gonna try what I'd like to try, and then I'm gonna take a break. I'm thinking not as a content creator, I'm thinking as a player. As a content creator, you know how amazing that would be, guys? Juicy new Path of Exile 2 news just dropped. Oh, I'd be releasing those videos. But as a player, no. I don't think I'm in for that. No, I don't think I'd like that. For real, any game, that would kind of turn it into like a Fortnite-ish sort of thing where it's constantly churning, constantly having new stuff coming out. I am for the bug fixes and the minor balance tweaks, but not something like that.
Changes. For example, 1 month where rogue exiles are guaranteed in every single map, they're affected by abyss and wisps by default, and they're super juiced up with 100% effectiveness or more, making them harder and more rewarding. The next month,
so like Diablo 4 events. No, because it creates that like feeling of you gotta play during this specific time, or why don't you just wait for the XP boost weekend, right? Like, why are you playing Monday through Friday this week when you could just wait for Sunday and Saturday and you can get double XP? Like, that happens in Guild Wars 2. That leaves a bad taste in my mouth as well. Like, I get these solutions, but I feel like these ideas they're only based on increasing player retention in the game and not improving the actual game. I think everything he talked about earlier here, right here in this section, all these problems, all this content, that's good for the game. This thing he's talking about here is only good for player retention. Why does that matter? I guess that's one thing that hasn't yet been answered in this video. Why are less players playing as the league progresses bad for the game? Why? My brother would probably be like, well, this is the reason why. Try. But my mind is just, I think that's just the natural cycle for ARPGs. Yeah, 2x mirror drop Friday night. Get out of here. Get out of here, Vince. No, get those ideas out of here.
On essences or rituals or any other mechanic that encourages players to change how they play or farm. This also gives GOG a chance to experiment with ideas that might never make it to a full league launch, to see what works and what doesn't. And the benefits hit every single category of players. Min-maxers have to adapt every single month. Hardcore players get new challenges and the need to stay alert. Casuals and new players get clearer feedback from introduced content and mechanics and feel more included. And Category 4, the majority of players get more content, more excitement, and more reasons to stay invested throughout the league. But to be completely honest, I'm not even sure if GOG wants to maintain very high player retention in PoE2 right now. It does feel like at times players are being encouraged to also try PoE1, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. PoE1...
Oh, he's so close! He's so close! He's so close to saying it. Yeah, I totally disagree. I totally disagree with the video.
an incredible game, and having two great ARPGs to cycle between is a good thing, not a bad thing. That said, we're also here because we believe in PoE2. We're here to help shape what looks like it could be one of the best ARPGs in the near future, if it isn't already. And because of that, I think it's completely fair for players to want more consistent updates, more experimentation, more features added over time, more trial and error during early access, and most importantly, more activity throughout those 4-month cycles. Not because we're impatient, but because we're invested. So, I'm genuinely curious what you guys think. Do you agree with my take? And if you don't, let me know why. What do you think is the biggest problem PoE2 has right now that isn't easy to fix? Open discussions are super healthy. We're talking about the same game. We all love that game.
Performance, visual clarity, screen clutter. These weren't mentioned. Dude, the comment build he's showing, I legit almost would wish GGG would just get rid of it from the game. I know this is going to farm a lot of L's. A lot of people are going to be pissed that I'm saying that. Just going to mute for a sec. I just can't, guys. Okay.
Problem PoE2 has right now that isn't easy to fix. Open discussions are super healthy. We're talking about the same game. We all love that game.
Oh, you missed it? You missed it? You want to see it again? All right, we'll go to it again. Here you go. Look at this. There you go. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. I don't even think that's the most egregious one. Oh, they will? Bro, this stuff has been in the game for a while, though. I don't think they will.
Game, and I read everything, so drop your thoughts in the comments down below.
Okay.
And if this is the kind of content that you want to see more of, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one.
All right, Scorpius, I completely disagreed with the video, but it was a well-made video. It was well done. I'll just say CGDC. I'll leave a comment later, but I will leave a comment. Good video, well made. I disagree with the conclusion and the problem. As someone who does point out problems with PoE2 and does whine, you know, I do disagree. I do disagree. I don't think player retention is a huge issue. I think it's something interesting to look at when, when a league first launches. I like seeing the peaks compared to prior leagues and stuff like that. I always put that in my videos, but actually tracking it in an ARPG that is designed to burn you out, make you quit, you grind, you play a ton, you come back in 3 months, I don't think it's a big problem. And I don't want them to turn it into like an MMO with seasonal events and stuff like that, like Diablo 4 does. Sorry, Diablo 4. And the big content should all come out at the release. I think this, honestly, he opened the video with, I think, something very interesting. He has played almost 3,000 hours. That's more than I've played in Path of Exile 1, and I've played since 2019. That's a long time, and that's a lot of time in a year. Like, I don't know. I think that he wants more people to play the game, essentially. I don't know. That's one of the things. What is the problem with the player retention? Like, that's one of the things. Why is that a problem? I get the problem, but why is, you know, the players dropping off a problem, I suppose. Maybe I'm just being stupid. All right, what do you guys think? Yeah, well done, but I think it's a minority take. I agree. Good video. That being said, please no more opinions, sir. No, Scorpius, he makes good videos. He also has a video called The 5 Biggest Problems PoE2 Players Are Facing, The Real Issues, and it was a follow-up video. Maybe we'll watch that a different time this week. Interesting. 4,200 hours here. Dang, he played 3K hours, so he must have fun playing this way. After 1K, I got used to it. Would prefer less cluster, but it's PoE. I don't think it'll go away. Probably not. 4,200 hours here. Moon Man. Holy crap, brother. What? Because everyone is watching all the content revealed from streams, and then there are no longer any surprises. It's just the day and age we live in. I love the surprises, Crypto Ghost. I wish they wouldn't reveal as much on reveal day. I wish the reveals would be 15 minutes on just highlights of everything, just a little deeper than the trailer, and then just let us go wild. I also don't think they should release the passive skill tree before people get in game, or all the little cool items and skill gems and stuff. And I know that is also a take that'll get me tarred and feathered by my fellow content creators and a lot of you guys, but it is mine. Super high player retention is very good in the short run, terrible in the long run for GGG. They probably have an internal ban they want to keep the retention in. Probably true. I think that they weren't pleased with keepers. And honestly, Hung Step Bro, I don't know if they'll be pleased with Mirage either. I'm kind of shocked. I think it's mostly server issues though. I think server issues for Mirage are actually insane and affecting the number of people that are playing and staying in the league. I think it's actually pretty big. I want the skill tree, but items should be hidden. I just want more content. Well, I think we're going to get more content in 0.5. Yeah, it's 0.5 is going to be pretty giga. Pretty giga. Theory crafting is fun. No, I know people. I'm that's a minority opinion of mine. Yeah, I know, because people also catch balance issues that GGG put out and everything. So, all right, that was fun. That was fun. All right, guys. I think next up we're gonna actually do some gaming. Okay, you guys are gonna see how bad I am at No Rest for the Wicked. All right. So this is the PoE2 cut. Feel free to fling PoE2 questions at me and everything still. But I'm actually gonna hop into No Rest for the Wicked. I'm gonna do a new character. I'm not gonna continue my run. I just got to Sakura. I spent 3.5 hours in the tutorial zone, and we're gonna play some No Rest for the Wicked. I'm with you, but my point was all of us are excited and watch streamers play while we are working or before we can experience the content ourselves. Okay. It is similar to much of the rest of the cultural dopamine drop that goes on in the social media age. You're right. You're right. Yep. I had a point, but it fell from my head. What class weapon do you expect next league? Vince, my heart says swords and duelist. But my head thinks that Neversink might be right and we might get Templar. All right, guys, this one is actually sick. All right, let me get monitor in right here. I don't actually know the best slot, so we're gonna see where the best slot is. Can I make a new character? All right, so this is my current character, Eritrikos, level 5. I'm in Sakura. Let's do, we'll do Talkative try stream. Not hardcore. Great. All right. We'll do Path of the Chosen. And yeah, we'll do main story. Okay. Yeah, swords would be my dream, dude. Let's see if I have to edit my position. All right. No Rest for the Wicked is an actual Souls-like ARPG, you guys. I've played about 4 hours of it. I'm doing mouse and keyboard. Let me turn off my light too. Wait, what? Why am I in Sakura? What? I was trying to do a new run for you guys. Why am I in Sakura? Be in Sakura. I'll move all this over here. I was doing a new run. You guys are going to see me be silly. Yeah, they have to add div cards, dude. I have to do a new realm. Can I make another realm? Create realm. Dream. There we go. Path of the Chosen. Create a realm. Stream. Create realm. There we go. Okay, there we go. I got it now, guys. I got it now. Join. There we go. Okay, cool. Cool. Made a new one. All right. Let's see. We're in a new realm. Okay, so as with every good game, where do we start? We start on the beach. Now, I'm using WASD. I know very little about this game. I haven't done any crafting. I did a bunch of the combat just with my actual fists. I didn't find a weapon for like an hour. Look, you even find a dude who's dying. And the coast is crawling with Risen. Isn't that crazy, guys? Isn't that crazy? The beginning, it's like very easy with the crabs. It's kind of a joke. But then the moment you find a person, which you do, I think, right through the breach here, then it starts getting kind of difficult. Okay? See? You actually have like a stamina bar? You have to dodge. Oh, see, I'm like terrible at it. Like, see how bad I am at this? Oh, yeah. Okay, and I was very disappointed that they don't drop their weapons. I thought that they would drop their weapons. And they don't. Okay. How do I break the shield? I feel like there should be a shield break. But there's not. I can do a running kick. See, and then I stun myself. Going in. Dodge out. Dodge in. Oh, I just must have got a crit. There you go. See, but guys, I'm like much better than I was before. Okay. Wait, there are martial weapons in this game? Okay, and then like almost all the loot that you find are in these chests. There's a ton of chests throughout the area. I got way more loot from chests than I did from actual monsters. Okay, so we got a double people here now. It's crazy now. All right. But this is like... I wanted something in between PoE 1 and this for PoE 2. Like, this is obviously to the extreme of... Okay. You're fighting, like, 2 monsters at once. Oh, that would have been a massive punch. Or kick. There we go. Got him. Oh, no! No!
I'll find you.
Oh, shoot! How do I break this shield? Oh, crap! Oh, I stunned him. Oh, sick. Okay, so I actually got some armor. Okay. The one thing that I don't really like is the inventory. The inventory I feel is like a little janky, honestly. It reminds me a lot of that one time I played Elden Ring. Feels like they kind of copied that inventory. I don't know. I just like the way that PoE and other ARPGs do the inventory, I guess. Oh, I'm actually doing way better than before. Okay, here's another thing that I don't really know if I'm doing properly. I went like all strength before. Because they don't really say... Wait, I for insight? Oh, shoot. I was going to say, they never really tell you what each of these are. So, increases your resilience to damage. Number of attacks, dodges, blocks. Strength of your character, weapons that skill strength receive an attribute bonus. Dex, okay. Okay, so these are weapons. Okay, faith is a weapon. Increase this attribute to acquire additional focus bars. So new focus bars granted for every 100 focus points. Focus bars are essential for unlocking powerful rune attacks. I don't even know what rune attacks are. Wait, what do you mean a charged attack, dude? There are charged attacks? There's something I need to see the Platvoet? I have no idea what it is. If they did it like PoE inventory, you'd have to pay to unlock the rest of the slots instead of Plague Ichor. Oh yeah, Plague Ichor's so cool. When I unlocked that, I went for Ring. I went for Ring instantly and then equipment load. I don't care about equipment load. Maybe I do like a little health and then I like heavy weapons. So, but I also kind of found out that I'm like, you can't guarantee what weapon you get. So do I even want to level up until I find a weapon? I only found 2 weapons the entire time. I should be able to heavy attack. Do I have to like hold? Oh my gosh. You can hold it? Dude, hung step, bro. I didn't know that. Watch this Talkative try. I think this is going to be the new era. You're making Diablo 2 in first person? First person Diablo 2. Wait. Are you the guy? I think I saw the video in my YouTube feed. Maybe I will watch that next stream. I'm already in game here, but I think I'll watch that next stream. Boys defense. Now that makes sense. Oh, that's crazy, dude. I saw one of the videos of that. That's awesome. You're doing like a community project. Not community project, but it's not like with Blizzard, with Blizzard's permission. Okay, and these are checkpoints. I didn't know what these were for the longest time. Doom in third person. Oh, goodness. See, I'm so bad. Oh my gosh. I've never seen a ragdoll like that. I played No Rest for the Wicked. Like I played FromSoft games. Level up health, stamina, and equip load. Level up the other stats once you find a weapon you like. That's a great idea, dude. Health, stamina, and equip load. Oh! Get him? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I think I dodged too much. Yeah, see how much I dodge? This is way better than I was doing before though, guys. Trust me. Before, I died so many times. Oh crap, I just ate the fish and I didn't mean to. Dude, I did not know you could hold down. Yeah, the combat feels amazing, pow pow. Oh, possum! Dude, I found the halberd. That's what I found on my other playthrough. I love the halberd. It's so good. You're 100% right. The halberd is peak. Mess hall keys. And I still don't like remember the exact way to go. So you guys. So this is basically like my first playthrough still. I know I'm supposed to go to the east. So can I like go up here? I love the end of like, look at that. Look at how it's just like jumping, like it just knows. It's so good. Oh crap. Aw. Dude, I can't believe I didn't know about the charged attack. Generally, I usually go to health to 20. Equip load rarely goes over 15 unless I'm playing a heavy build. Yeah, I think I like the heavy weapons. I need the gate lever. Oh, shoot. I didn't get the gate lever. Didn't I? Where's the gate lever supposed to be? Dude, I've died from fall damage so many times. It used to be worse. I died in town to fall damage. Oh yeah. It's the big fight. It's the big fight. All right. So let's just level up. Let's just do it. I guess I'll just do like health and then 1 stamina and then equip load. All right. Here we go, guys. Come to the door. Come to the door. Oh, boy. I'm gonna die. This is so intense. I'm sorry. Sorry for not talking. Oh, oh, no, 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 no. Oh, oh, oh.
I'll make it quick.
Got him. No! There we go, guys. Hollow Knight, Nars of the Wicked. Pretty sure that Elden Ring stream is happening before the end of the year. Okay, big eyes. Maybe it is. What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well.
How's that, you bastards? Who's...
That's right, Fillmore. That's right.
Thank you, stranger. Thought that I got my damn foot. Suppose there's a reason I'm a black. If you ever need anything repaired, now.
Sorry, I did already do the story, guys. So, Oh, wait! You can... I totally missed this on my first run. You can buy stuff from this guy? Dude, what? I can't believe I missed this. Okay, so what's my coin? Okay. Well, I have like no coin, so I literally can't buy anything from him. Well, that's unfortunate. You're currently sucked into WoW while you wait for 0.5. A lot of PoE players play WoW, dude. I was kind of surprised. Like FromSoft games, play enough and you'll learn which attacks to roll toward the enemy on. Helps you get from behind to do a backstab move. Yeah. Oh, can you get better crit hits if you're like backstabbing in this game? That's pretty cool. Oh, you can climb up here? Oh my gosh. I just... Yo! Oh, crap. I'm so silly. I just climbed up there to use that. Climb up. Climb up. No! I did it. Okay. You play Rapier, real fun? Dude, that sounds cool. I haven't tried the Rapier. I've just done the Axe and the Halberd. Other than enemies classified as large, you can get unblockable attacks visually played with a little skull. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've encountered any of that stuff yet. Okay, this guy. I thought I was going to get his axe, and I didn't. It was very sad.
Your day has come.
Oh! I'm playing it pretty dangerously there, guys. Where is he? Oh! Got him! Let's go. Let's go. Oh, he's got some freaking stew. Thank goodness. No axe for me, though, unfortunately. I'm progressing so much faster than before, you guys. Before, like I said, 3.5 hours in here. Runes are special attacks. You suplex dudes when you attack from behind or backstab. Dude, I leapt from up high, like in Dark Souls 1. There was like a big guy up ahead in the glades, and I was like, "Yo, bro, I'm gonna do the Asylum Demon from Dark Souls 1. That's the only boss I beat in Dark Souls 1." And I literally did it, and my guy yelled out, and he actually like did a special animation leaping down. He went, "Ah!" That was the moment when I thought this game was cinema. And then in that same fight, the monster at 5% health picked me up and slammed my body around like the Hulk to Loki in Avengers. That's when I was like, okay, all right, we have a pretty sick game here. And then I fought the boss, the first boss, and I got even more hooked. So. Can I watch this? Watch this. Watch this. There we go. 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 Already level 3. Guys, I'm like speedrunning this game right now. You guys are probably laughing at me. Also, Pow Pow, you said there's like multiple difficulty levels? Oh, shoot. I did see that at the beginning. I hadn't seen that before. So there's like easy, medium, hard and stuff. Oh. Okay. Now I leap across here, I believe. And then I go along the edge here. Yep. And the camp is right here. Yeah, the first boss is right here. But I don't have a weapon yet.
Serum.
If you make for
They say
father,
Did I try to fight the first boss?
fire as long as you're here.
Can't recall at the moment of playing controller, but don't you start with a heal rune? Oh.
In the woods, and all you can
Maybe? Do I? Do I start with a heal rune? Yeah, it is a pretty fun game, Hollow 9011. Which, by the way, I think I need to swap my Twitch stream to it. Did I swap Twitch to it? Let me see. No. No rest for the wicked. Okay. Just swapped it. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. I have the heal rune. Is it Q? Is that a heal rune? I don't actually know. Is alt. My key is alt? Oh, it's control. Oh, if I press alt? Oh, and then click. Oh. I see. Okay. 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 Alt and then left button. Yep. Yep, you're right. All right, I'm going to go try to fight the boss once with my fists and see if I can do it. Okay, guys? I beat him on my second try with a halberd, though. This boss is pretty sick. I feel like I've locked in, guys. Oh boy. Oh, crap. Oh, no. No. Let's go. There we go. And we get a sword. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. That's very fun. Oh my god. That's a different color. Dude, that's my first, like, is that a rare item? Two-handed great, it's a great sword? Yo. Gain taint, haha, for 15 seconds after inflicting infection status. What the, what? Lifesteal increased by 18% while tainted. Max stamina increased by 30% while tainted. Drain health while tainted. What? Is this good? Is this good? It's okay, I play monk all the time. I should have found a weapon by now. I did not find a weapon. But this is my new weapon. I'm going to use this. I like this weapon. It seems pretty sick. Oh, wow. Okay, gain focus on damage dodge. I'm gonna equip those. Oh, it's a unique item. Corpse smeared blade. Oh, oh, wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. What are the... Those are skills? What? What in the world? All right, see you, Shrill. Yeah, I'm totally trying. No rest for the wicked. Yeah. Those are all skills I get? What? Oh my gosh, these things in the corner? So I have to build up focus to use them. Okay, and I can use 1, 2, 3, 4. That's crazy. Now look how much slower I'm walking. They're rune attacks. Yeah, I've played like 3.5 hours before, but it took me 3.5 hours to go through the tutorial. So literally in what? How long did we just play? 20 minutes? I'm going to get to where I was after playing 3.5 hours. That's pretty sick. Where is my focus bar? I'm going to skip the cutscene, guys. I watched it last night. Sorry. The red woman is cool. Okay, so wait. Whoa, look at the trail! I don't know, guys. No Rest for the Wicked is pretty cool. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, guys, and you can pet the cat. Just saying. The yellow bar above my HP. Thank you, Big Bad Bones. You can pet the cat. I'm just saying. Okay, this. Okay. Okay, and I just got pants that allow me to gain focus when I successfully dodge damage. That seems pretty cool.
When people ask why I'm leaving.
Oh, so the rook. Isn't the rook like it's... I think it's east. They all tell me.
Supposed to believe. Sacrament tells many stories.
Sorry, girl. Sorry, girl. I think the rook is like over a bridge somewhere. You've never seen anything about this game? I got... Wow, they hate that I'm a Serum. My goodness. This is some serious Serum anger. I played with controller and I thought it was horrible. And then I decided to try WASD and it's so much better. Also, the game is beautiful. And it just flows very well. Yeah, it's way better with WASD. I can't stand it on controller. Like, I literally couldn't even get to the first boss. I couldn't beat any of those mobs or anything. Do you remember when One Man has said eventually PoE2 will cave? People like him will be the reason PoE2 becomes PoE1. Love him or hate him, but he's the same type of people who cry when they try meaningful combat. Yeah, I remember One Man left saying that. Yeah. Honestly, the people who don't like meaningful combat are kind of winning with PoE2 right now. It's far more unlike this. And far more like PoE1. I have not tried Dragon King the Banished yet. You think PoE2 new season April or May? May. It's going to be May. I think reveal late April. I would love to be wrong about PoE2, by the way. You know what they could also do? Watch them announce, like, a freaking Souls-like ARPG or something at ExileCon, guys. Like, ExileCon has to have some Giga announcements, and everybody's expecting 1.0 to be announced. But I'm, like, half convinced there's going to be, like, some out-of-left-field announcement at ExileCon. Maybe I'm totally off base, but I I get that vibe. I think one mana meant more so that meaningful combat on normal and magic mobs shouldn't be a thing. Yeah, and it is kind of in this game. But he also likes being able to delete bosses, right? Hungstepper, I'm a weirdo. I would love to be able to like not do that in PoE. Even though I've never really gotten a character that crazy strong in PoE2. I've gotten in PoE1. But I would love if like bosses were always a challenge and something sought after. One big thing, Path of Exile MMO. I don't think an MMO, but I think like a Souls-like ARPG. Maybe that's what you know, Jonathan's working on now or something like that. You don't think they have enough plays for a new project? I don't think they'd have like anything real, but they would have the bones like they're like announcing it like a cinematic trailer.
I apologize. The Icor. Go to the Watcher.
I almost believe that. This, by the way, is so cool, seeing the boss on the table. And then the Watcher giving you this. This was a huge WTF moment. Like, this is super cool. Now, I went with another ring slot, guys. What would you guys recommend? Since we're in chat. Oh, I hung step, bro. I should have prefaced that by like, not the maybe the average player shouldn't be able to do it, but yeah, insane builds definitely can. Yeah, I went with the extra ring. But I also had lots of rings. Ring is the smart choice. Yeah, I feel like just getting another affix because I had 2 rings with great mods, but I can only equip 1. I don't have any rings in the moment. So maybe I'll just go with a ring. I assume you'll be able to get more later.
Any more of the torn? And if
Oh, wow. So I actually did the smart choice in an ARPG? That's crazy. Okay, guys. So I'm assuming that system is like you kill powerful bosses in the campaign and you can come back here and get more of that. So that's a big assumption from me. Okay, I didn't know that you could get abilities. By the way, it wasn't raining when I came here in my other playthrough. This vista is beautiful. Freaking love it. Okay, so now I'm farther than I've ever been before. Where are we gonna go, guys? I got a quest from this girl. She told me to go to like the Beggar's Alley.
Please, the plague no.
Who says everyone
Which maybe is down there? Like, is Sacra an area? You always go ring? Yeah, there are daily, weekly hunts I saw, which I'm not. I was shocked to see that because I'm not a fan of daily and weeklies. Are they like something you need to do, or are they very optional? Like, is it an MMO where you need to do it, or what? Oh, is this a dummy? Holy crap. Look at my slow hits now, guys. That is a meaty hit. Wowee. Okay. What's this? Okay. Advanced status effects. You can combine different Elliot status effects. Searing. Dealing fire damage to an infected target will increase fire damage taken. Overload. Dealing lightning damage to a burned target will create a powerful lightning AoE. And Fester. Dealing plague damage to a bleeding target will reduce enemy build-up recovery speed. Well, that's cool. And so I have Fester with my unique item. I just click them all, and if I run into them, I do them, but I don't focus on it. Okay, okay. Because I have no idea where I'm going. Sacra is a town. So it's a town, so you can't actually fight here.
Sacra's fine.
I wonder if I should go back to the overgrown glades. I haven't actually explored any of it. Like, that's so cool that it automatically just makes you hop.
But she don't.
A moment.
What's this guy got?
I saw how you dispatched the raiders in the old fortress. My men spotted the risen warlord, Darak, in the Orban Glade.
Yeah.
Thorn in Ellsworth's side for too long. I sent a contingent after. If you were to find yourself heading west, we would all sleep.
Okay.
better knowing dark.
All right. I'll go do that. I do need to find my quick travel thing, though. I don't know where it is. Can I, like, climb down? Also, I haven't died yet. Very impressive. Or at least, I'm impressed for myself.
Wouldn't you like to see Sacramentary Ball?
Sure, Danos.
Found me. Perhaps you're developing a fondness for this city. With my hands and your copper, we can make
Sacro Bloom. Anything you come across that looks like could be restored.
Tell me.
Okay.
Perhaps you may want
A home here one day.
houses for sale.
Oh my gosh, a home. Hey, Build Not Bought 69. What's going on, dude? You are watching my current obsession. And that's a strong word. I started playing No Rest for the Wicked a couple days ago, and it actually hooked me. After I bounced multiple times before. How you doing, Build Not Bought? It took me 3.5 hours to get through the tutorial originally, and we just did it in like 20 minutes. So I know how to play the game a little better now.
Sarah, death is a lost art.
Oh, I've talked to her before.
That's why I've devoted. There are relics of your. You should see it for yourself.
Yep, and then this is where the bounty board is. Yep.
I told Eld orders. Well, as long as you're.
This is the bounty board. All right. Oh, I gotta talk to him to get the bounties.
If you want to serve my.
Oh, the gesture wheel. Sorry. Oops, I gotta do this first. Very MMO.
Very
No complaints here. I've been blasting a bit of PoE1. Yeah, Build Not Bought. I got 36 challenges already. I got it Friday night.
Every day.
So yeah, I blasted it a bit too. Family was like out, and I was sick one day, so I just played a ton, and I burnt out hard. I'm like over it right now. They nerfed some stuff too. Co-op is in game now too. Yeah, I gotta play co-op with my brother. I gotta convince him to play it. The Orban Glades, rabid animals. Okay, so we want to go in the Orban Glades. Let's accept this bounty. If you do that one ladies quest, it unlocks the roguelike game mode. Best part of the game for you. Ooh. Ooh. You have to unlock the fast travels in different locations by making offerings to them. Okay.
It's time you trade in that silly outfit for uniform.
Okay, so this is fast travel, right? So I can go to Sacrament. I have one of them. Oh, wow. Isn't there another place? The Shallows? Oh, I can accept all bounties at once? My dad and brother will not play PoE1 without WASD Built Not Bought. Wait, why are there people here? Fast travel. I didn't know that I could accept them all at once. I'll go accept them all at once. I thought I had to do one bounty at a time, dude. Yeah, my brother will not play PoE1 without WSD. I think my brother would love PoE1 though. He's a huge fan of the screen vomit stuff. Okay. And then bounties, I can take them. I can take the weeklies as well. Mariner's Keep. Okay. Oh, okay. So I can accept all the bounties. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go try to fight with this, you guys. Do not laugh at me if I'm just terrible. I might be bad. This seems like kind of... This doesn't really seem like ARPG to me, guys. Or honestly, I've read a lot of Thomas Mahler's posts. He might be right in saying that it's like the next generation, essentially. Honestly. Like, was he actually cooking? Was he correct? Did they actually do it? Because this does not feel like, you know, PoE1, PoE2 at all. The only thing that's similar is kind of the item affixes. Okay, whoa. Okay, I don't like the... Can I move the map around? Or can I only zoom in and zoom out? Like, I want to, like, drag it. Is there like a something I'm trying to... Something that I'm missing? Dragonkin the Banished is like this kind of. This game gets marketed too hard as a Diablo PoE comparison where it's not at all. Yeah, I don't feel it at all. It's just the item affixes. You have to give up items at checkpoints to get fast travel points. Okay, did I have to do it this one, or do I have this one unlocked? Make an offering. Okay, I don't have the offering. Okay. Okay. We are going to go explore, guys. Up this way. Alright, let's go explore. Oh, shoot. What are these? Alright, YOLO. Oh. No. Oh my gosh, they're so powerful. Uh-oh. Dudes. Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh, I'm too weak. I'm too slow with my hits. You gonna come to me? This is terrifying. I'm too slow to fight him. Can I use these abilities? It looks like I can. I don't know what they do though. Did I try one? I might be being stupid here. But it's not letting me like scroll over them. Berserk Flurry. Okay, yeah, maybe I should go to the coast. Because these guys seem too strong. Can I go back to this area? Yeah, I'm going to go back and do those first. Because those wolves seem like giga strong. Also, can I let down the bridge? Oh, I can kick it? I'm going to glaze this game too hard, guys. I'm going to glaze this game too hard. People are going to get upset. Oh, we already talked about the PoE2 stuff, brother. We were just talking about like the end game and the team changes and all that sort of stuff. All right, we're gonna go down to the Mariner's Keep. If you go on YouTube, you can rewind back in the stream we yapped for a while. We're playing No Rest for the Wicked now. All right. Whoa! Holy! What the? Shh! What the? What is going on? What is this? Oh my God! It's the buff. Uh-oh. I better kill these guys first. Oh no. Oh no. Did that just happen? Did that really just happen? Yo, Hex Dark West, dude. Thanks for the sub, man. Cliff Notes, PoE2 too much like PoE1. Yes, true. Okay, I know. Why am I so slow? I only have a couple things. I don't have a lot of items. Where's my equip load? Okay, I'm a heavy right now. Like, so if I take, like, if I drop stuff, did I drop things? I don't know. I need to focus to use your runes. Okay. Too heavy of a weapon? Yeah, you're probably right, dude. I need to go back to the blacksmith. I'll go back to the blacksmith, but I don't have any money. I was doing so much better with my fists. Yeah, look how slow I am, guys. It's my armor set. Crap. That's not good. Can I drop this armor? No, not that. Okay, that's better. I'm a little faster. I'm having like a little buggy. It's not like going over the things. That's cloth. Not that heavy. Not wearing anything too crazy. It's just the weapon. I think it's just the weapon, guys. Oh man, I think my weapon's screwing me. Plus cloth gear, lighter weapon. Okay. I'm gonna go try to get to the, well, I need to get money first. So let me go find like all these chests. I know there are chests here. But guys, it's so satisfying. My weapon's so satisfying. Woodcutter's axe. Okay. I equip that. I think I'm having some buggy stuff. Just take off the armor. If I take off the armor, will it... If I take it off, so if I do that... Oh! Oh! Oh boy! Welcome aboard, Troy. I bought the Steam Deck to play this a month ago. It's very fun. Okay, now I'm much faster. I can parry? How do I parry? You have 200 hours now? Dude, it's really fun. This is like my second playthrough, but I like got to the boss way faster than before and didn't even die. Holy! Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I can't even get a hit off, guys. I shouldn't have taken all these bounties. Oh my goodness. I can parry? Okay, what's the parry button? I need to look up what the parry button is. Middle button. Okay. Okay. What happens when I die? Anybody know what happens when I die? Because I don't actually know. Do I lose XP? I'm gonna be stubborn and I'm gonna try to get this. Okay, I just want to fight him by himself. Oh my gosh, that parry didn't work. This is ridiculous. Oh, buddy. Oh, what have I done? Danger level 3. Oh my god. I am way too weak, dude. Wait, should I not do the bounties? I should play Crimson Desert. I get my butt kicked. Okay, should I like continue the main quest and not do bounties? Are bounties like end game grind? Like, did I screw myself by trying to go back and do these bounties? These bounties seem really tough. Like, maybe I continue the main quest. Then I'll come back Okay? I'm not giving up. This is a strategical retreat. This is a strategical retreat, guys, okay? I'll be back. I'll be back, okay? Don't count me out at all. All right? All right, so we're gonna progress the story. Bounties for best gear. Okay. Okay, let's see the story. I assume spilled blood. Maybe not. Winnick. He's in the Orbum Glades. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna assume that I am go up that way. I'm gonna make that way. I don't actually know the main story, guys. I've never played the game before. Oh, housing. I can purchase a house. There are several houses to choose from. You can buy or sell a home by interacting with a sign posted outside. Okay. Mall Mercy. Okay. Okay. We'll go this direction.
I don't think you survived.
Who's this? Oh, it's Odessa.
Our fortunes have changed since we last.
She was the girl on the boat with me.
I'm afraid we might have to postpone our fight. But if I'm spared the gallows.
And she's the daughter of the commander of the city.
We started. Although judgment might take a while. My father would rather play servant to the Madrigal than speak.
The Madrigal is pretty awesome, guys. She's like the red woman from Game of Thrones, Melisandre. Okay, this game is free. Oh! I shouldn't jump, should I? That is a bad idea. Yeah, this game is pretty fun. I'm kind of upset that it took me this long to actually give it a solid go. But it was all down to the controls for me. Like I was trying to force controller, and that totally screwed me over, dude. Playing WSD is way better. I just feel like I have more control.
Sneaky little bang.
Get out of the way, doggy. Okay, this looks like a way out. Yep.
The stonemasonry is closed on Ellsworth's orders.
I'd like to open it up. Ooh. Is that a chest? It is. I'm having problems with scrolling over stuff. Looks like a little bit of a bug. There's a lot of resources I've noticed in the game. So I assume crafting is a pretty big thing. Got a little campfire here. Oh, learn more food recipes at Danos' scribe table. Okay. I don't have any artisanal herbs, unfortunately. We're just gonna have to use mushrooms, guys. This is endgame?
There you are. Look at this. The floor of the masonry collapsed, revealing this chamber below. Isn't it remarkable? No one's breathed this air for 1,000 years.
I didn't know. I didn't know it was more endgame stuff.
I believe a deeper ruin lies beyond this seal, but you know, in some cultures, the faithful plead. Wouldn't that be a sight?
Can I do like an easy mode of it? We'll give it one go.
Yes, that's it. Your blood is the key.
Blood is the key. Blood is the key.
Astonishing. This is the largest Sarum ruin I've ever seen.
All right, I do believe Pow Pow. I think I'm going to get my butt kicked to this place. So I am going to fast travel. Oh.
Strange. It's the same as that spot near the square. By the gods. The Sayer speaks to you. You've awoken.
No, I think I'm going to fast travel. Okay, so we have the Crucible. Oh, we have 2 of 2. Okay. So we're gonna do a small mercy. I'm gonna listen to Power in the chat. Because I did just bang my head up against stuff. Look at all those bounties though, guys. There's a lot of bounties. Alright, I'm guessing a small mercy is right there. Let's go. Getting a little bit of FPS drops for some reason. Right across the bridge. I guess I can double check to see where Small Mercy is. We met Eleanor the Enchantress. She asked us to go check on a family living in a house in Beggar's Alley to whom she sold a powerful rune. Okay, where would Beggar's Alley be? Probably, because I can't see. Does it show me? I'd like to track this one. Show on map. Ah. Oh, cool. Okay. All right, see? I'm learning. I'm learning slowly. Like I gotta go up here.
Someone really ought to say.
Traveled further than anyone?
Maybe it's time you trade in that silly outfit for a uniform.
Hey, Kane, what's happening, man?
So much past.
Seven.
I am going the wrong way, I think. We'll see.
You there. Please.
Oh, last D-Box Season 4. I don't think I'm going to play it, man. It looks like the, it looks like it'll be a good season for those people who are really enjoying the... Wait, how did I get all the way over here? Did I really move that far? Looks like they're just doubling down on, you know, what people really enjoyed with. It sucks that it's taken so long, but oh, it's right here. But hopefully it's really fun.
They'll be out soon.
What do you mean they'll be out soon?
They told me to wait out here. Is it supper time yet? I hope Mama makes dumpling soup.
Dumpling soup. There a key somewhere. Maybe a secret door. Maybe I could jump. Ah. Maybe I could do a giga jump. Ah. Maybe I could sidle. Nope. Okay, well that's not it. Come on. What do you mean? I'm missing something in plain sight. Can I be able to sidle this? Oh! 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 Look at that. Oh. Oh, we got a jumping puzzle. Oh! Sick. Sick. Skill. Mad skill. Oh! Can I cut her down? Let me cut her down. Oh. Dude, what? Holy. Whoever finds this, know I had no other choice. The pestilence took hold of Noah, and I feel its crawl beneath my skin as well. I have to keep her safe. Tell Maeve we love her. Tell her she's kind and generous, and to never let that part of her go. Tell her to eat her carrots and cabbage and not just sweets. Tell her anything, please. Ooh, yes, this is my first time playing Luan. Can I cut her down right here? I really want to cut her down. Well, I guess you just gotta stay there, girl. I'm so sorry.
They gave me this. Said it would keep me safe. You can take it back to Eleanor. I need to stay here, in case they wake up.
Illuminate. Quest item. Is this a known bug? Slot this rune into a utility slot to gain the Illuminate spell. Summon a radiant light that follows you, illuminating dark areas and revealing hidden paths. Ooh. Okay. I will feed her mushrooms, dude. You're darn right. What you eat. Okay. Alright. So. Rune to Elena. Alright. Let's go to Elena. Elena is... Alright, back to Elena. That was unfortunate. Am I gonna have to climb up? I'm gonna have to climb up. Oh, rats! I can move that one. I can move that one. Oh, that's close. No, that's not close. That's far. Okay. Climb up that. I feel like once I get a feel for the city, I'll be able to navigate this all so much faster. Just like I totally understood exactly where to go in Mariner's Keep and everything. That was so cool that they put the boss there. I did not expect that at all. That's such a sick bounty. Like, I wanted to fight that boss again, but obviously I'm like too weak for it. Can I leap off here?
I fear it's happening again.
Two different types of runes, utility and skill. Okay, because I got a lot of skill runes in my sword, right?
Say he left already.
He will speak with the Siren.
That acts no.
I'm getting FPS drops for some reason. What's going on? This usually doesn't happen, guys. Sorry about that. I apologize. Okay, that's the mouse one, right? Am I gonna get... I might get mobbed, though, dudes. That is the Rats and Raiders. Yep. All right. Let's hope. Oh, I passed the girl. Oh, I was hyper fixated on the Rats and Raiders thing. See, this is me. That's the first real quest, and she's right over there.
It's a heel the back and teal.
When people ask why I'm weak,
She's up there, right? Yeah, she's up here. I thought she was. Can I not see her? You guys are probably like this guy. This freaking guy.
Say he left already.
Within Sacrament, you'll encounter a variety of vendors, each offering unique services. They might sell special items and resources, and enhance or repair gear, or even change Sacrament itself. They can be upgraded. Okay.
I've got things you didn't know.
Oh, she's right here. This is her? Yes.
So it was as I feared. Our stone walls mean nothing to the plague. I didn't even know their names. I never thought to ask. I will look after the girl. We and the rune. I see you have it now.
Okay, rune management. Equip, extract, or destroy runes on an item. Extracting a rune will destroy the item. Modify your equipped alt utility runes. I have heal currently, right? Okay, which I haven't even used because I'm a dummy. Okay. Add a rune, 21. Oh my gosh, guys, I have no money. I can't even add it at Eleanor. Okay.
Runes can be bonded to your weapon, or to your being itself. But removing them carries its own cost. We are all soldiers now, in the one true war. The one my mother and her spoke of in whispers. The door was opened 1,000 years ago. Perhaps together we can close it.
All right, I'm liking the lore here. Okay. Okay. Can I sell things to anybody?
Young sprout.
You craft wood. All right. I'm going to sell this for 15. There we go.
Make the world.
Now I can use that. Oh. Rune. There we go. Okay, so I got the heal rune. I really need to use those. Okay. All right. Let's go back into the wild and see what's going on here. Before I need to peace.
You will speak with the Seren.
Oh my gosh, my FPS is dying. Ah! Whoa, whoa, FPS. You've been so smooth. Oh, is it a day-night cycle too here? Very cool. Okay, so it's right up. No, it's further this way. Wait, do I have to go this way though? Looks like it's, yeah, I gotta go up here. I'm just gonna have to avoid the bounty. Because they're too hard. I'm just gonna try to run past them. I shouldn't have done that. Oh no! The wolf followed me. Okay, wolf, fine. Holy crap. Maybe I just run. The wolf won't follow me, right, guys? The wolf is definitely way too strong for me. Okay, I tried Alt, and then I press 1 to heal. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. But I know what to do now. I'm skipping the wolf. Oh, I'm all the way back in Sakura. No, it's okay, guys. It's okay. I'm learning. This has to be done. I'm learning. Although I'm getting dangerously close to when I have to log. Okay. I can't believe I got through the Mariner's Keep that fast and then killed the boss with the punch. All right, we got to run past these guys. Nope, nope, nope. Just peace out. Because the quest is right over here. And that guy, the guy with the fire axe was definitely within my difficulty level. I was just a little unprepared. Oop. Oh, boy. So if I do this and then press 1. Oh, no. Wait. What? Okay. I think I'm pressing the wrong button for my heal. Am I supposed to press 1 here? No. I'm holding Alt. And now I press 1. And that should heal me. I think I'm doing that wrong. Oh yeah, and I can parry as well. Good point, good point. Maybe the great sword wasn't a good idea for me because I'm not the best at all this yet. And it's very slow, and I like dodge too much. So I can parry. I'm gonna try parrying. Still hit me. Oh, I have to time it. Oh! Got it, guys. Okay, I don't got it. Okay. Okay, I gotta get some herbs. You're right, you're right. So I can make, Did I almost just die? Oh, nope, I just used it. There we go. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Okay, there we go, guys. Now that I know how to parry. Yeah, I literally don't have herbs, guys. I need to pick up some herbs. Okay. Alright, we're making our way toward the quest. It's down this way. Here's some herbs. There's a herb. I can go make one right now. Think. Right? Look. Here we go. Can I make another? Can't make another. Okay. Yeah, I need light gear and a one-handed sword. You're probably right, dude, because I like dashing around. Because you see how much I'm dodging too? Oh, goodness. Okay, is this gonna make me, like, too heavy? Oh. Make an offering. Can I make the offering? I can't get out, guys. Not letting me press escape. Oh, it's an inventory too. I can't get out. Oh no. Guys, I think I bugged it out somehow. I literally can't get out. Select. It's not, yeah, I'm trying to give some pants. But it, yeah, it's literally, I think I bugged it out. Dang it. No, no, don't end here. I don't have enough. Well, I can't undo. Like, I'm trying to press escape. I literally can't. I might have to control alt delete. I'm not even kidding. I think I bugged it out, you guys. I'm pressing every button on my keyboard. Yeah. No. Okay, well, I need to be a responsible adult anyway, you guys. So an unfortunate, I literally have to control alt delete. Am I out now? Can I get out? I can't. All right, I gotta be a responsible adult. Thank you guys for tuning in. I plan on playing again on Thursday, so I'll probably stream Thursday night, same time, if you'd like to see the progress continue. It was really fun. I appreciate all the feedback and the chats and everything. It was a nice stream, you guys. Got work tomorrow though. I'm gonna go get some sleep. Hope you all have a good one. Yeah. Bless y'all. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Peace out.